Top of the morning, man. It's the Pizza Man's son, Tpms Fleet Management Services. It's legacy above everything. Every day I evolve wellness, what we are about, and encourage self-improvement and growth through conscious, consistent daily effort. I'm a little under the weather right now, but I wanted to check in. Ain't checked in a little bit. Tpms, listen. So, Turo. I'm gonna give y'all the briefest, easiest rundown. I think I've done this before, but I just want to make sure that people understand what Turo is, how it works. So the easiest explanation for Turo is that Turo is Airbnb for vehicles. It's just as simple as that. It's Airbnb for cars. You can rent out vehicles to other individuals, for a cost at a daily rate. All right. That's probably the most common question. A lot of people worry about, I guess this is, probably a frequently asked question video. A lot of people ask questions about like, hey, what happens in the event that like this vehicle is in an accident? It's completely covered by Turo. As long as the vehicle is in use during Turo or in use on the Turo platform, it is insured and covered by Turo. So you're safe, you're protected. Accidents, incidents, they take care of it. For example, the situation where my vehicle was rented, driven to another city, all the gas was driven out, vehicle was abandoned. Turo recouped me fees for recovery, gas refueling, and cleaning. So, they took care of that situation for me. We just recently had a situation where a gas store renter smoked in the vehicle, got a $250 smoking fee. Vehicles are completely insured and covered by Turo. The opposite end of that, or the next end of that, is people like, well, I don't want to put my car out there because, if they get in my car in an accident, then I don't have a car. You don't put your personal vehicle on there. I mean, you can put your personal vehicle on there only if, you have no sort of true attachment to this vehicle and you're not like madly in love with this vehicle. Do I suggest putting your personal vehicle on there? But the vehicle that you're putting on the platform is not a vehicle that you're in love with. It's a business. So if it gets into an accident, oh well. You know what I'm saying? It gets into an accident and it gets taken care of via Turo. If it gets totaled, it gets taken care of via Turo. It's completely covered. It's a business. It's an asset. Vehicles haven't been traditionally assets, but it is a asset. Be it a depreciating asset, it's an asset. So then speaking on the depreciating asset piece about it is, again, it's a business. So now everything is a tax write-off for this vehicle. Your vehicle's registration, your vehicle's insurance, the car note, if you have a car note, a portion of your cell phone bill, because, you need a cell phone to be able to have the app, to be able to operate and communicate with your guests. Any vehicle maintenance, tires, oil changes. Do you have a streaming subscription? I have a streaming subscription. I have XM radio in one of my vehicles. It's tax write-off. So ultimately, I think those are some of the primary questions, concerns that I have. I will like to reiterate and point out that the barrier of entry is really low. There's like about 4 or 5 different ways to get in. One would be using an existing vehicle that you already have. So the parameters, it just needs to be less than 12 years old and have less than 130,000 miles on it to get started on the platform. So if you have a vehicle that's at 120,000 miles or 119,000 miles, put it on the platform. Once it's on the platform, you just have to keep it maintenance and maintained. It can stay on the platform forever. You just have to meet the bare minimum requirements to get it on there. So that puts you in position to be able to get access to a vehicle that's eligible for the platform for very low cost or very inexpensive. Again, it can be a car that you already own, paid for outright. It could be a cash car that you go and get. It could be a car that you go and get a loan for the purchase of the vehicle. It could be, a joint venture. Hey, you have an aunt, uncle, cousin, best friend, somebody who has this extra vehicle. And, y'all want to make some money together. Y'all put the vehicle on the platform together. What else? You can lease a vehicle, lease a car. If you want a newer vehicle, maintenance and everything then gets completely covered under the lease. You cannot say anything to your leasing company about you putting the vehicle on the platform. Also, backing up the insurance situation. Don't say anything to your personal insurance that you put the car on Turo, because your personal insurance in some instances will remove you from their insurance. So you don't say anything to them. You don't keep your personal insurance in the car. You keep the Turo insurance in the car. What else? I said cash car, go get a loan, leasing, and joint ventures. Partner with someone, again, who has a car. These are many of the different ways that you can get in. Almost anybody can get approved for an automobile loan. The automobile market right now surely is slightly inflated, just kind of like housing is. But there still are deals that you can find. Economy cars do very well. We are essentially we're already in recession. If you don't know that, we are currently in recession. We're probably about a year in recession. So, starting something like this in this market, my suggestion surely is economy vehicles. I wouldn't try to do anything luxury. People still going to travel, still have the need for vehicles. They just aren't going to have the ability to stunt as much. Also, look at your market. A lot of your major cities don't get affected the same way that a lot of the smaller markets or smaller cities go. So, you get you an economy vehicle, and if you're in a larger market, you run it. If you're in a smaller market and you don't feel comfortable running it, send it to somebody in joint venture with someone in a larger market. I am in the Austin Round Rock market. It does very well. A lot of my renters or guests are individuals who, let's just say having car troubles. They need a car to get around town until their vehicle gets out of the shop. A lot of these people get allowances from their car insurance. When they get into situations like this, roadside assistance, sometimes they have allowances. So these types of vehicles, these economy vehicles, they move very well without much issue, without much trouble. So that's my suggestion going into this next, year or two. I think they're preparing to announce recession here in the coming weeks. So, of course, when they announce it, I think that's when panic will begin to set in with some individuals. People will begin to kind of clutch and grab a hold of their money a little tighter. But, for others, we still got to move around my area, man. We still got to move. Ain't nothing happening here. It's the same, So anyways, that was a short little video on Turo. So anyways, Tpms Fleet Management Services. What we can do for you is we can manage the vehicle for you, therefore making it completely passive so that you don't have to handle anything as far as check-ins, check-outs, gas. We're able to file claims for you. We are in the middle currently of vehicles. Just running smoothly, running quickly. So, we will handle these things for you. So, if you'd like to send us a vehicle and have it be completely passive for you, we will gladly take it. However, If you would prefer to manage vehicle on your own, we will just give you the game free of charge. Everything that I know thus far, everything that I've learned thus far, I have no issue with sharing, man. So give me a call, 512-910-5011. 512-910-5011. Peace and blessings, man. Big blessings in abundance. Yeah, every day I evolve, every day we evolve.